So how do we do that? Is on the Facebook and Twitter, the main channels, we post claims that we, I say we, it's really just one person shows that, as I mentioned. I look at an authentic stories. Authentic stories and inspiring experiences, those are the really important kind of criteria that we look at before we post anything. And on average day, you might end up with only 3 or 4 different posts that that will touch with both reflective and reflexive audiences, meaning those that we just see a visual and comment on it versus a post that would read a story that somebody would then read. That's what I post more a reflective type of engagement. So main channels, Facebook and Twitter. Facebook is one that we use to build a community. Twitter we use to primarily get messages out. An average age for a Twitter user or Twitter follower is about 40 years old to 43 years old. An average age of Facebook is about 24. The demographics split 51% female and 49% male. So that's a kind of really broad. I have all kind of data and information that if you'd like, I would be more than happy to share with you. So then beyond Facebook and Twitter, we have channels such as Google+, LinkedIn. Those 2 channels we just starting to really use for specific purposes. Like for instance, Google+, we use the Google Hangouts. It's a really interesting, a creative way to connect with the media outlets, to set up a really quick conferencing, which work well for us because part of our function is not only tell the Cornell story, but really connect with other message amplifiers out there, everybody from PBS to you name it. So the second tier, so Google Plus and LinkedIn, we don't have a large community there, but we use as a specific tools, as I said. LinkedIn, I think has enormous potential, particularly to connecting students and successful alums to really figure out how to tell the story of or the career path for a student, how your life will look like in the future, by looking at some of the successful stories that alumni might tell us. Then we have Pinterest and Foursquare. Those tools also at the infancy, they're pretty early stages. Pinterest we use primarily to connect with the news media outlets. It's an interesting way for us to supply high-resolution images, for instance, to Huffington Post or Associated Press. So we use those channels perhaps not in a conventional ways that they were originally intended. I understand that we'll have a Q&A session, and I'll be more than happy to drill to any one of those tools in more in depth and maybe talk to specific scenarios or questions that you might have. Foursquare is one tool that I'm really excited about, and particularly how it connects to your subject, sustainability. I think it's important as we try to communicate to the world out there what are we doing at Cornell in terms of sustainability. I think it's important to understand how will a campus digital cloud will look like a year from now, or 2 years from now, or 5 years from now. And tools such as Foursquare presents an interesting opportunity. Augmented reality, for example. Each building at Cornell, we have about 400 buildings, if I'm not mistaken. We have a data, facilities have a data that describe everything that the building is using in terms of utility. There's electricity, there's water, there's all kind of information that I think you can, as message ambassadors, turn into a positive storytelling. And a few years from now, tools such as Foursquare and augmented reality will enable us to be able to have a snapshot around any building and be able to see what's really happening at that building in terms of its energy draw and so forth. So there are all kind of trajectories there. So I'm trying to run really fast, so I'll go to my cheat list. So I talked about 3 tiers of social network. In addition to those 6 mentioned, we are actively looking at any other new media platform where we find Cornell-related audience that may include Weibo in China, or Renren, or a Yelp, or Instagram, or Tumblr. Some of the basic tools that we have not been able to take advantage of, but we're actively looking at those platforms. So